And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Romero in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. And it's Aflalo in at the 2. And Sacramento has possession. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
Two of the top teams in their respective conferences, guys. You want to be at your best against top caliber competition. You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post.
New York shooting their first free throw tonight. Collison kicks to Gibson. McLemore the pass to Gay. Takes the 13-footer. Another miss by Gay. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And stolen by Cousins. Outside Collison. Kicks it to Gibson. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. At the elbow, it's Aflalo. Good. Aflalo's got 5.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
New York on D. It's a 3-point game. Collison kicks to Cousins. He dishes it to Gay. Back to Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. The whistle and a lot of contact there. It's his first trip to the line.
And his average at the line right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Good on both. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Freak throws it down hard.
And Kevin, who says a point? guard should look to pass first. I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Cousins with a screen for Collison. Buries the long-range jumper. Collison's got his first 3 points of the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Anthony. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Warriors in Oakland.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
A follow, that's good.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
The dish to Cousins. And McLemore kicks to Cousins. There's the pick. Cousins with a screen for Gay. From deep, McLemore, and another three for Sacramento.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Well, Greg, I think coming into the game, that's where they thought they had an advantage, and they did a great job exploiting it.
Here's Collison. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Anthony. Averaging 23 points per game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Porzingis, and again, it's New York.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Gay. His last outing, he had 8 points. Elbow shot, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Anthony, and again, it's New York.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The Kings trail by 7. Collison kicks to Gibson. They set the pick. Gay with it. Now Anthony defending. The drive by Gay. On the money from 12 feet away.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Freak kicks to Lopez. Down low, here's Romero. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Gay. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Knicks.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
That pushes it to double digits. And it's 13 points for Aaron Aflalo.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guard. Most assists per game this season. Freak #1.
And for the purist out there, he has been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I mean, he can make any pass on the court and creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Call him their heart and soul. I mean, their offense would be completely different if he wasn't the guy running the show. Rudy Gay is one of the few players in this league that can make a shot like that.
We'll now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
He said that they will be focusing a lot of their defensive effort into slowing down Carmelo Anthony. I asked him for specifics, and he said, Melo is such a dynamic player, there really isn't any single thing we'll do that will be the answer. Instead, we're just going to throw everything we have at him and see how he handles it. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And both free throws good from Freak.
Talk about some great numbers for Freak. He's already up to 8 points. Then his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Now, here's Cousins. A 14-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Gibson. And it's Freak with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 13. Aflalo right side. Lets it go from deep. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Aflalo. Aflalo's got 4 assists now tonight. Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Outside Collison. Picked off in midair. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And stolen by Gay. Pass to Collison. Trying to find McLemore. Gets it to him. Back to Collison to end the run. Count that one. Collison's got a couple of threes now in the first with the King.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They got to get a hand in the face.
Anthony dishes to Freak. Here's Porzingis. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Kufis comes in for Taj Gibson. Hardaway's checked in for McLemore. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Darren Collison. Splitter's checked in for New York. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Here's Kufis following the basket by Freak. There's a good screen. It's Gay with the drive. They get it back. Cauley Stein passes to Kufis. Gay left side. That's good. Gay's got 6 points. New York leading by 13. Here's Romero, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Now here's Gay. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here is Sanders. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Rondo kicks to Hardaway. Sacramento moving it around. Down low. Here's Kufis. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Ryan Roberts is checked in for New York.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
The Knicks shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Now here's Gay. There's the feed to Rondo. Back to Gay. Jumper off the screen. Good. He hits the jump shot. Gay's got 8 points.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
A chance here to get a quick injury. Oh!
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
And here's Rondo, following the score by New York. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Gay. And it's Rondo penetrating, and he gets it to go.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Here's Romero, uses both hands to slam it down.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best games crew, your Sacramento Kings game team.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at San Antonio. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Sacramento, 5.5 games behind.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, nobody was calling on them to kind of set the world on fire. But even those modest expectations have yet to be realized.
Yeah, you know, Greg, it's been a shame for their fan base, too, because they haven't really had much to be optimistic about to this point.
And so it's New York with it after the Kings pick up 2. There's the pass to Muhammad. And Cauley-Stein over to help. Lee kicks to Roberts. And again, it's New York.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical, dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Now here's Rondo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Hardaway, no good.
They've come out with the take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Freak kicks to Muhammad. Pass to Romero. Feeds to Lee. All sorts of time, and there's another one for the Knicks.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's the
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Sacramento.